3.2.
Penguin swims 5,000 miles every year to visit the man who saved his life. João says,
I love the penguin like he's my own child, and I believe the penguin loves me.
João Pereira de Souza, 71, lives on an island near Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. He is a retired bricklayer, but still works as a part-time fisherman. One day, about 5 years ago, when he was fishing, he found a tiny sick penguin on the beach near his home. The penguin's feathers were covered in oil. The poor bird was dying. João felt sorry for the sick little bird, and so he took him back to his home. He cleaned him and fed him sardines, and he gave him the name Dindim. The penguin soon became strong and healthy again. After a week or two, João went down to the seashore and tried to put Dindim back into the water. The penguin didn't want to go. He stayed with João, getting bigger and bigger. Beautiful new feathers grew on his back. 8 months passed. João was very happy because he was enjoying the company of his new friend. Then, suddenly, one day in February, Dindim disappeared. João was sad to lose him, but hoped that the bird just wanted to return to his penguin family. 4 more months passed. João was walking sadly home from the beach when suddenly he heard a familiar honking sound. Dindim was back. So it was, and so it is. Every year since then, Dindim spends 8 months with João and then disappears for 4 months. Where does he go? It is thought that he swims 2,500 miles to the coast of Argentina or Chile to start a penguin family, and then swims 2,500 miles back to João. That's 5,000 miles a year to be with the man who saved his life.
.4 Pronunciation. Past simple. T, d, id. T,
Looked, worked, past, hoped,
d,
stayed, cleaned, played, phoned, answered, enjoyed,
id.
visited, wanted.
.5 Pronunciation of was and were. 1.
He was walking home.
What was he doing?
2.
They were playing football.
What were they doing?
3.
He wasn't listening.
They weren't enjoying the party.
3.7. Good news or bad news. 1. Brotherly love. He did it for Mum.
Brothers Alistair and Johnny Brownlee were just 6 and 8 years old when they began doing triathlons. 2 years ago, they went to London to compete in the Triathlon World Series. It was a hot day, but the boys were doing well. They were nearing the finishing line. Alistair was running behind his younger brother. He thought to himself, "This is perfect. Johnny's going to win, and I'm going to come second or third." Suddenly, with only 700 meters to go, Alistair saw that Johnny was in trouble. He wasn't running, he was finding it difficult to walk, and he couldn't breathe. Alistair ran up to his brother. He put his arm round him and started to run with him to the finishing line. Their worried parents, Keith and Kathy, were at home in Yorkshire. They were watching the race on TV when Alistair finally pushed his brother over the line and Johnny fell to the ground. Fortunately, Johnny was soon well and running again. Their parents were very proud of both their sons.
2. Sorry, Nate. Not until payday.
Nate Williams, 10, was shopping with his mum Tracy in an Asda supermarket in Liverpool when he spotted a huge toy panda. It cost £15. Nate immediately fell in love with it. He picked it up and carried it while they were doing their shopping. But at the checkout, when she was paying, his mum told her sad little boy that she couldn't afford the panda until her next payday. Nate didn't want to say goodbye to his new friend, Pandy, so he found a cardboard box and wrote a message on it for other shoppers to read. It said, "My mum didn't have enough money to buy me Pandy today, so she's buying me Pandy on the 15th of June. So please don't buy him, as it will make me cry. Thank you so much, from hopeful future owner." Some shop workers noticed Nate's message. They felt sorry for the boy, and so they clubbed together and bought the toy for him. They posted a message on Facebook to try and find him. Tracy saw the post and they returned to the shop to get Pandy. She couldn't believe how kind the staff were. She said, "When we were leaving the shop, Nate turned to me and said that it was the best day of his life."
Three 3.8. The man with the golden gun. James Bond got back to his hotel room at midnight. The windows were closed and the air conditioning was on. Bond switched it off and opened the windows. His heart was still thumping in his chest. He breathed in the air with relief. Then he had a shower and went to bed. At 3:30, Bond suddenly woke up. There was a noise. It was coming from the window. Someone was moving behind the curtain.
Mary, good night. What the hell are you doing here?
Quick, James, help me in. Oh,
Oh, my God!
I'm terribly sorry, James.
Shh, shh, shh. What the hell are you doing here? What's the matter?
James, I was so worried. A most immediate message came from HQ this evening. A top KGB man using the name Hendricks is staying in this hotel. He knows you're here. He's looking for you.
I know. Hendricks is here, all right. So is a gunman called Scaramanga. Mary, did HQ say if they have a description of me?
No, they don't. They just have your name. Secret Agent James Bond.
Thanks, Mary. Now, I must get you out of here. Don't worry about me. Just tell HQ that you gave me the message, okay?
Okay, James. Please take care, James.
Sure. Now, come on.
Oh.
This is not your lucky day, Mr. Bond. Come here, both of you, and put your hands up.
Scaramanga walked to the door and turned on the lights. His golden gun was pointing directly at James Bond. 3.9 Adverbs 1.
My team played so badly. They lost 5-0.
No surprise there. They lose every time.
2.
Your team's rubbish. They never win.
Actually, they played their last game really well. They won easily.
3.
Now, do you understand the rules of cricket?
Well, you explained them really clearly, but I don't think I can remember them all.
4.
Can you try not to eat so noisily? It really does sound disgusting.
Sorry, I'm just really hungry. I'll try to eat more quietly.
5.
I'm so sorry. I completely forgot that it was your birthday today. Let me buy you a drink.
Never mind. I'm trying to forget how old I am.
6.
Thanks so much for having us. We've had a brilliant weekend.
Our pleasure. We'll have to do it again soon. Drive carefully and text us when you get home.
7.
Her Spanish is excellent.
Yes, I know. But she doesn't just speak Spanish fluently. She speaks French and German really well too.
8.
My brother's very bright. He always passes his exams easily.
Lucky him. I'm always so nervous. I never do very well.
3.10 A sad poem.
I ran into your arms so happily. You looked at me guiltily. You spoke to me quite softly. I turned and walked away sadly. Gradually, I learned to smile again.
Three 3.11 Saying dates.
What's the date today?
It's April the 23rd.
So tomorrow's the 24th.
Yeah, and the day after tomorrow's the 25th. My birthday. When's your birthday?
Oh, mine's not until October. What year were you born?
1999?
We're the same age.
But we're not twins. What's your exact date of birth?
The 17th of the 10th, 99.
Sorry? What was that?
I was born on the 17th of the 10th, 1999.
Oh, and do you know what time you were born?
Yeah, just after midnight. What about you?
I've got no idea what time I was born.
Three point 12. Days and months. 1.
The 3rd of February.
February the 3rd.
2.
The 6th of July.
July the 6th.
3.
The 12th of June.
June the 12th.
4.
The 25th of December.
December the 25th.
5.
The 16th of August.
August the 16th.
6.
The 1st of May.
May the 1st.
7.
The 13th of January.
January the 13th.
8.
The 31st of October.
October the 31st.